Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Night Skills. My name is Debbie Neal. I'm an independent consultant. I'm an executive national vice president with Arbonne. And I am so excited to be here tonight and to be speaking on a topic that is so near and dear to my heart. And what we're going to talk about tonight is ending the month strong. So tonight's Sunday night. It is Sunday, the 28th of August. So we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday before we close this month. And this is the time of the month that champions are formed. And we have 4 days left. I count today. It is 7:15 my time, you guys, and every single minute is absolutely precious. So let me ask you this hypothetical question. Do you feel close to your goal? Now, the question I really should ask you is, do you have a goal? And that's a whole separate training. And it sounds silly to say, and I don't want to sound condescending, but I want to be really honest. Most people in life don't have goals. Most people wander through life or wander through a business, or maybe start Arbonne. They love the products. They love the idea of growing to the top. They see other people doing it, but maybe, and they're like, we'll see how it goes, or if it's meant to be, right? Many of you have probably heard this expression, if it's meant to be, it's up to me, right? And so that doesn't mean we don't have a team and clients and consultants, but you're the driving force. You're driving that bus, and there's nothing more powerful than a decided heart. And when we don't have a goal, it's almost like, it's not almost like, it's like getting in a car. Now, I happen to live in New Jersey, and saying, you know what, I'm going to go to California. Now, if you were to get in a car and go to California, I'm assuming you're going to have a schedule planned, right? I'm going to drive X amount of hours and stop, X amount of days and stop. These are the hotels that I'm going to make reservations at, that I'm going to stop and sleep overnight. I'm guessing that you're not going to get in a car and say, I'm going to California. We're going to see how it goes. I'm not going to come up with a plan. I don't know when I'm going to get there. And if it's meant to be, I'm going to show up in California. We don't do that. We get in a car, we set our navigation. Why? Because we want to know how many miles, how many days. It's the same thing with this business. Now, one of the things I just want to start off with is you could go to earnings.arbonne.com to see what's typical in this business. You are never going to get what's typical from me to be trained on. You can go and click on earnings.arbonne.com to see that, okay? Because you know why I joined Arbonne? I joined Arbonne because I'm not typical. You're not typical. And I don't believe any of us were born typical. We were born special. We were born unique. And we have so much talent and potential. And one of the greatest things that I love about Arbonne is not only our world-class products, but I said yes to Arbonne because I was committed and I was obsessed to become the leader that I was meant to be in this world. And I've been with Arbonne now 16 years. And I don't even wish to tell you that my journey's been easy, because nothing worthwhile is easy. But what I can tell you is moments like this, the close, the 4 days, the pushing yourself, the uncomfortableness, the leaning in, that is what makes you the leader that you are going to become in this business. So let me ask you the question that I started with. Do you feel close to your goal? Or do you feel far away from your goal? Whatever that goal is for month end, right? Providing we have one. And if you don't have one, I would urge you to create one, okay? In the next 30 minutes, okay? But the difference is your mindset. Growing your business, growing your Arbonne business is a true journey. It's a journey. It's a journey of growth. Like when I said yes to Arbonne, okay, I didn't understand. Let me see here. I think I'm muted, but let me do it again. When I said yes to Arbonne, I remember hearing people say, my journey, my journey, my journey. And I'll be really honest, like, I was like, what are they talking about? I said yes to a business. I joined this business for the potential that I see it could have for me and my family. I joined Arbonne because I've always had grit. I've always had a great work ethic. I saw that at the time Arbonne was in business 27 years. The East Coast was wide open. It was the business model of the future. I saw the earnings potential. It kept me up at night. It woke me up in the morning. I didn't get there was going to be a journey, but it is. As I grew in Arbonne, I saw like, this is a journey. It's a journey of mindset. It's a journey of mindset. What goes on between our two ears is everything. And here's what I will tell you when it comes to your goals, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. You're right. When I joined Arbonne, and I'm not saying this to impress you, I'm sharing this with you to impress upon you the power of mindset. I came into Arbonne. I've never been with another network marketing company. I never sold a thing in my life, but I saw what was possible. And I made up my mind that I was not only going to grow to the top of Arbonne, but I would lead my team to top income in Arbonne. And why I was so committed to top income, it was because the more you're earning, the more lives you're changing through the products, through the business, through your leadership, through your mentorship, through helping other people serve them to whatever capacity that is. And it could be through the products and it could be through the business. So the mindset of a winner, the mindset of a champion, the mindset of pushing through the growth. It's a journey of skill set, growing your skills. You know, in the next 4 days, you know, I talked to somebody actually this morning that just said, I'm just not that confident sharing Arbonne yet. This is a journey of building your skills. When I start, trust me when I tell you, people are not looking for perfection. They're looking for progress. They're looking for passion. Passion is exciting. Passion sells. People want to follow people of passion. They're excited, their energy, right? But when I started this business, I literally put 3 things on a card, a little bit more than 3, but why I started Arbonne, where I'm going, why I invited them. And then I practiced Arbonne, the company, the products, the industry, you know, all of these things, the ways to get involved with Arbonne. And I stood in front of that mirror and I practiced over and over and over again, not because my upline called me and told me to do it, not because I got an email, because I was a business owner. When I became an independent consultant, we all have different journeys. When my order went through, because I got started and I ordered products, right, that I wanted to use for me and my family, I was like, I am going to grow the skills that it takes. Oh my gosh, my battery's about to die. Oh, good. Okay, thank goodness. I was committed to growing the skills that it was going to take to lead my team to the top. It's a journey of urgency. This is where urgency shows up, okay? With 4 days up, it's a journey of urgency. Are you going to floor it the next 4 days? Are you going to pause? Are you going to stop? Are you going to go in reverse? The way you drive your business in the next 4 days, let me tell you something about leadership. It duplicates. What you do duplicates. The way you get started, how soon you launch, how you persevere, how you make excuses or don't make excuses, how you set goals, how you crush them. All of that stuff gets duplicated. Urgency is a big deal. Your friends, you might have friends or family or people that are watching you. They might be a no to you right now. They might be a not now to you right now, but they're watching. Are you persevering? Are you growing? You know, when there's stories about you that says DM qual or district manager promotion or district manager achievement award, none of your network knows what that means, but they know you're moving. They know you're shaking, and they're getting that confident vibe that with them or without them, you're going to the top of this company. And that's the energy that urgency creates, right? Urgency is sexy. It's a journey of training. It's a journey of character. It's a journey of leadership. Success in Arbonne is all about developing yourself into a leader. And when we come to the end of the month, that's when, let me mute again.
76.
When we come to the end of the month, that is when your true commitment shows up. Because here's the thing. So many people at the beginning of the month, or when they sign up, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm going to the top. But then all of a sudden we get to that fork in the road. And you know, was the words that came out of your mouth a decision or a discussion? See, a discussion might be said in excitement, but a decision is pursued through everything. So my goal is to always coach you to separate you from your average self. because you were not born to be average, and to develop yourself into a leader that you would want to follow. We all know what the averages are. We all know what the percentages are, but I am here to remind you of your potential. You're not average and you are limitless, and leaders go for it whether they meet the goal or not. See, here's what average people do. Like, they have a goal, right? And I talked about this. I did a training not too long ago on scarcity mindset versus abundant mindset. And you can find that in our Global Nations Facebook page. But when people have a goal and you're either feeling close or you're feeling far away, if in your mind you're feeling far away, right? If we go by Einstein's time doesn't really exist. It only has the value that we place upon it, right? If you think something's big, it's big. If you think something's small, it's small. It's the mindset, right, behind it. But leaders go for it no matter what. But when you have that scarcity mindset, it's like, oh, I'm not going to put in all that effort because what if I don't hit it? But then the abundant mindset is, I'm going for it with all of my might, all of my energy, all of my heart, because either way I win. I'm either going to crush this goal, or I'm building the skills, I'm building the urgency, I'm building the leadership, I'm building the vision. This is the time that momentum kicks in. If you ever want to know if your business is in momentum, because they're like, I'm not sure, is my business in momentum? Okay, evaluate your actions from right now until 1 a.m. on Wednesday night. And you'll also have the exact answer at 1 a.m. on the close. Where will you be? And I'm not referring to QV. I'm referring to your physical being. Will you be pushing because you're hungry, you're excited, you're committed, or will you be sleeping? And here is a line that I heard when I first started Arbonne, okay? And it was directed to people who truly started a business or were at a place in their business they were looking to create time freedom and choices, okay? If you are sleeping at 1 a.m. on the close, you will be waking up to an alarm clock for the rest of your life. See, one of my driving whys, and everybody has different whys, I didn't want to work for anybody else. And if some people do, that's awesome. That's fine, right? To each their own. We all have different whys. We all have different desires. I had a deep desire to earn an income outside of being employed for somebody else. I didn't want to be told when I had to be in, when I had to be home, how much vacation I would have. I didn't want to explain to somebody if my children were homesick or if I wanted to be on a field trip. I was willing to work my butt off to never have to answer to somebody else. This is the time in the month that the doers and the dreamers are separated. It is so easy to declare a goal. It takes commitment to live in that goal. So I don't know if you guys have read the book, and we did this in a few book clubs ago, but it's called The Miracle Equation by Hal Elrod. And he wrote in the miracle, like he talked about the miracle morning, but then he talked about the miracle equation. And it was like having a goal, but then unwavering faith and relentless, I'm forgetting what it was, unwavering faith and just relentless activity until that goal is met. And he gave so many examples in that book. So for example, like I'm literally just making up a number right now. Let's just say your goal is area qual, and that's $10,000, okay? And you're at 2,500 right now. This is all hypothetical, and I'm making up a number. And some people could look at that and be like, okay, that's 7,500 QV in the next 3 days. Like, where is that coming from? Or in the miracle equation, what he's saying is you just know it. You have a deep knowing, you're going for it. Because by the way, that's when things, I believe in there's so much abundance waiting for us. There's 7 billion people walking on this planet, okay? And then we're already in 5 countries. There are people that are looking to get healthier. There are people looking for a way to bring in extra earnings to their home. There are people going to bed praying for what we have. But you see, those things show up when we show up. When we make our mind up, when we're like, we're relentless, we're going for this, we're earning this, we're doing this. And then all of a sudden, that's when the miracles show up. The miracle equation is about having unwavering faith and relentless activity, boom, and that's when you create it, okay? So there's a few scenarios that I want to go over, okay? One, you set out this month to grow into qualification, and that could be into DM qual, that could be into AM qual, RVP qual, NVP qual, whatever that meant. You know where you fall, okay? So let me ask you this: how close are you? How close are you? And if you notice, I didn't ask you how far away you are. Why? It's a mindset. How close are you? Duplication is every action we take, but it's also every action that we don't take. What do you want duplicated in your Arbonne business? What are you bringing to the table? So look at those numbers, draw out your organization, right? And if you have consultants on your team, how many consultants are close to DM qual? How many can complete district? You know, are some people 1,000 QV away, 2,000? Do you have consultants that are 3,500 QV, right? Break it down and show them how many 30 sets to healthy, how many 30 days to healthy living sets would it take for you to promote to district? How many derm results would it take for you to promote to districts? My friends, we own a business. You own a franchise. You are your brand. Month end pushes us. It stretches us. It molds us into the leader that we are meant to be in this world. And too many people tell themselves this false statement: well, I don't want to push because maybe like I'm pushing and I'm not really ready and my team's not really ready and I want it to organically happen. That is a story we tell ourselves to keep ourselves small, like this, small, okay? I did not lead my team to region or nation because on paper, I was ready. My heart was ready. My energy was ready. I ripped off the Band-Aid. I rolled up my sleeves and I got to work. I made phone calls till I didn't have a voice. I sold the dream with so much belief and so much passion. I put myself out on a skinny branch.
That's a good voice too.
I put myself out on a skinny branch. No matter how many no's I heard, it was never going to waver my belief. Too many amazing people in life and in Arbonne let the reactions of other people dictate their future in this business. My friends, if I let the reactions of other people dictate my success in Arbonne, I wouldn't be in Arbonne. I would not be in Arbonne. In my start month, I enrolled 4 direct consultants. 4. 96 people said no to me. 96 people in 1 month said no to me. You guys, I didn't care. I actually felt sorry for them. I felt sorry for them. And I don't mean that in an ego way. I'm like, don't they literally understand what I have, what this could be? And if I did get a no that tweaked on my heart a little bit, I listened to a call. I read a book. I looked at my vision. I looked at my goal and I was like, you know what? Nobody's reaction is going to allow me to play anything less than to play to win. Okay. So these things, they stretch us. It molds us into the leader that we are meant to be. And let me explain how monumental this is for you. See the number that you are growing to this month as attainable. How do we have the courage to achieve like the really big goals? Is that we have the courage to own the small goals. So whatever your goals, so many people will start the year like, I'm ending the year as a VP. I'm ending the year as this. And they lose the value of the small goals. Your goal could be to stretch to 60,000 in the next 4 days. I don't know what it is based on your team. It could be to grow to 2,500 or 3,500. Whatever it is, those goals matter because it's hitting all of those milestones that's going to grow you to the next one. You are the leader to be. You are the leader without the title. If the number that you are growing to this month scares you, lean in, because the truth is that average pull back. Average say something like this: I did great. I did my best. I did my best. And that's not true. Okay, it's not true because none of us did our best when we've got 4 days left to show up bigger than ever. And then the voices go something like this: I'll do it next month. You know what? I'm going to rest. I'm going to get plenty of sleep, lots of water. I'm going to eat good. And September 1, I'm going to come out running. No. Or they say something like, I've called everyone, I have to work all day, I don't see it. People in life avoid the feeling of pressure. Without pressure, we don't expand. Think about how diamonds are formed. They're formed with extreme heat and extreme pressure. I didn't build Tenation on comfort. This is the time that we roll up our sleeves and get into massive activity. How many consultants can go DM in the next few days? How many consultants and DMs can go area qual in the next few days? How many can complete area? Arbonne put out a huge incentive for us, okay? So in case you're listening to this tonight and you didn't know this, I'm gonna let you know this. If you are a consultant and you are not yet a district manager with Arbonne, okay, to promote to district manager is to accumulate 6,000 QV in 1 month or 2 months. This month and this month only, it's 3,500 to promote to district manager, okay? You can be at 0 and create 3,500. I am sure, without a guarantee, there's no guarantees, that there's somebody that's not even in Arbonne yet, many people on our team that will join Arbonne in the next 4 days, don't have an ID yet, and promote to district manager with 3,500. Anything is possible with a decision and a work ethic. Do you believe that you can enroll someone tonight, tomorrow, and coach them to 3,500 this month? Okay. If you're an existing DM, really think about this, or a consultant. Area qual is you and 2 other people doing that. You can, yes, you can have the headset and the mindset that you are. So how close are you? Next scenario. So maybe you're a district manager or any other level that's already promoted this month, or you've already hit your maintenance or your milestone. You guys know how I hate the word maintenance, okay? So in other words, you hit the goal that you were planning to go for. Are you settling for good? Because we have 4 days left. And this is when you lean in. Leaders don't rest on their success, they build on their success. So let's say you promoted to district manager. Let's say you knew it was 3,500. You did that yesterday. Most people would exhale and celebrate, okay? This is, I'm not saying don't celebrate, but this is when the 1% show up. This is a defining moment. Let's say you went crazy over the next few days, right? And let's say you, instead of 3,500, you got to 4,500 or 5,000 or 6,000. Some people say, well, what's in it for me? The next thing is 10, right? I want to qualify for area manager. So most people would think there's not much in it for them. They would also think, oh, I can't earn my DM bonus till I'm a district. All that effort, and I didn't go area qual, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But I'm going to ask you again, what is in it for the stretch? And the answer is everything. I'm going to answer for you. Everything is in it for the stretch. However, okay, this month, you can earn a boner booster as a consultant by going past district manager. Okay, so the independent bonus booster is if you accumulate 5,000 QV. So this is the month of August. Some people might listen to this in the future. This is only for August and September. But if you accumulate 5,000 QV with 5 personal, you're now earning a $300 bonus. Okay, so let's talk about the boosters for a second, because I want to review them and also go over the mindset of them. If you are a paid as district manager, okay, you can go beyond the district manager bonus, and the bonus booster is 7,500, right? You get your DM bonus at 5,000, but I'm just going over the boosters now. 7,500 with 10 new in your district and 5 personal. That's $400 bonus, where you would normally get 200 for hitting the lower bonus, okay? Area manager, your area manager bonus is 20,000, but you can accelerate past that and do 30,000. That's 15 new with 5 personal. That's $1,200 bonus versus the 400. RVP 80,000 with 35 new, 5 personal. That's a $3,000 bonus versus our $600 bonus. But here's the key. This is a 2-month incentive. Average mindset. Okay, you're not average, but I'm going to go over average mindset. I've never done that number. Maybe you've never done that number, or I'm not going to hit it this month, so I'll just go for it next month. And again, that's the all or nothing mindset that I spoke about in scarcity versus abundance training. We build to the next level. We grow to the next level. We don't get to the next level. These These bonuses are in place to be the carrot. This is the push. This is the stretch. We can't avoid the stretch. Arbonne put this in place to reward you to expand. This is what it takes to grow to the next level. So what if you're a DM, okay, that's going for that 7,500 in the next 4 days, and maybe you don't hit it, but you do 4,000, and maybe you're the district that normally does 2,500, right? So someone think, if I went for it and I didn't do it, here's the thing, you started to bridge the gap. You started to bridge the gap from where you are to where you're going, because you're going for the carrot. And guess what? You're now that much closer next month with a bigger team, bigger skills, bigger mindset, bigger level of leadership. What if you're an area manager that's going to go for this 30,000? Maybe you're normally the area that does around 20 or 15, but now you're rolling up your sleeves and you're like, you know what? I'm leading my team to RVP in 2022, and I need to break out of where I am now because it's not happening sitting where I am now. So, and you're going to go for this 30, but instead of hitting 30, maybe now you do 25. Some of you are going to do the 30, but I'm just giving you a scenario here. Maybe you do the 25. Maybe you're somebody that, wow, you did 25, but you've never even hit your area manager bonus. So now you're on your way. You've raised your bar for next month. Either way, you win. When we don't push, we're in the same spot month after month, year after year. It's these moments that build character. They build skills, the skill set of urgency, chaos, and momentum. It builds energy. Let's also remember, the more we do, the more we push, it's bigger earnings that you're earning. It also pulls back the slingshot further so you can launch yourself into massive success. Our goal is to not get a promotion, okay? The ultimate goal is to build right through your next promotion. I remember when I first started Arbonne, and I don't know how many original people I've got on this call is this call. We didn't coach to area qual with 10. We coached to 15. We coached to 15, then 25, and then 50. We didn't even coach to 40. We went right through region qual. When we surpass our goal, it could result in a stronger qual next month because of the momentum that we're building. Let's say you completed district manager this month. Add more. You are in constant building mode to qual for the next level. Average wait for the next month. Leaders wait for nothing. They create it now and they own it. Building a nation is consistent activity and urgency month after month. It's setting a new target and working until 1 a.m. with our hearts on fire. Get out your 100-person list. Create a 100-person list. Listen to a Discover Arbonne as your background over and over and over and over and over till you wake up with a fire inside of your soul saying, it's happening for other people. I can create this for me and my family. I am ready to show up bigger in this world. Reach out to people with passion and vision. So many people today are worried what somebody else thinks. I have been building Arbonne for 16 years, and nobody in the 16 years I've been building Arbonne with that had an opinion of me and my business called me up and said, I have a better way for you to have choices and time freedom and travel and be with your kids when you want and pay for college. No one. I cannot pay the bills in my home with anybody else's opinions. And what other people think of me is not only not my business, I don't care. I don't care, because you know what? I'm not going for perfection. And I know when I'm sharing this business, my heart is in the right place. My job is to share how other people receive it. That's their thing, right? So reach out with passion and vision, create activity, hold yourself to high standards, expect the best from yourself, and be careful what you expect. I'm saying this with so much love. You guys know how I don't love the word maintenance, okay? But I'm going to be that coach. I'm going to challenge you, because if that was never an option for me. If I had to work 24 hours a day, that was not an option. I hold myself to a set of standards. What are your standards and what do you expect? Be really careful what you expect, because you're going to get it every single time. If you're a consultant, decide right now that you're completing district manager this month. There is nothing more powerful than a made-up mind. If you're a district, an area, and a region, go for these bonus boosters with all that you have. What you do this month is how you are setting yourself and your team up for September? How are you ending 2022? Are your goals inspiring you? And I'm going to ask you a hypothetical question. Let's say in your mind, your team was ready right now to qualify for national vice president. I want you to visualize it. I want you to feel it, okay? And work like it. Every single month, work and show up like your team is in qualification for national vice president. You do that consistently, compounded over time. That's how you create it. Also think of this. How would you want your team to show up if you were leading your team to nation? How would you want them to rally for you and your team? What would your ideal consultant be like during the next 4 days of this month? What would their level of activity be? What, again, you're leading your team to nation. What would their level of activity be? Urgency be? Excitement be? Determination be? Going for it? Mindset? All of it. Here's the thing. Become that. Become the model consultant that you would want to enroll in your business. Here is what's so powerful. We don't attract what we want in our business. We attract what we're being. I love when people say to me, I have a team that's just, they're not obsessed to the next level. And I'm thinking, but you're not obsessed to the next level, right? So sometimes we get what we are being in this business. The only way to attract leaders who are hungry, driven, focused, committed, and lean in no matter what is to pave the way and blaze the trail. So are you ready? Are you ready? And here's the thing. I have complete and utter and unwavering faith in you. I have complete faith, right? In whoever you're being led by. I have complete faith in Arbonne. Like, I love you, friends. This is the time to buckle up, lean in, and level up. So have the most amazing next 4 days, because we have 4 whole days left in August. And then we have September, October, November, and December. And I know it could be a really white Christmas. Good night, my friends.